You might think that staying socially active with lots of friends is essential for happiness as you age, but did you know that recent psychological insights suggest something quite different? What if I told you that prioritizing your inner peace and being more selective with your relationships could actually lead to greater contentment after 70? Stay with me until the end, and you'll discover 3 gentle shifts that could help you feel more emotionally free and authentically yourself in your golden years. Have you ever felt drained after spending time with certain friends? Do you sometimes wonder if maintaining all your social connections is truly adding joy to your life? As you've grown older, have you noticed that some relationships feel more like obligations than genuine sources of happiness? You're not alone in feeling this way. Experts in emotional well-being for older adults are recognizing that the traditional advice to stay socially active at all costs might not be the complete picture. Research in late-life psychology shows that emotional satisfaction often comes from quality connections and inner fulfillment rather than quantity of social interactions. Let me share 3 patterns that many people experience after 70, and ask yourself, do any of these sound familiar? Pattern number 1, the emotional drain. Are you spending time with people who constantly complain, gossip, or seem to take more energy than they give? Have you noticed that certain friendships feel like work rather than pleasure? Studies show that emotional fatigue from one-sided relationships can actually impact your mental well-being more than spending time alone. Have you checked your social calendar lately and wondered which activities truly bring you joy versus which ones you do out of habit or obligation? Pattern number 2, the loss of authenticity. Do you ever feel like you're putting on a mask when you're with certain friends? Are you having to fit in or maintain appearances that don't feel genuine to who you are now? Psychological research indicates that authenticity becomes increasingly important for life satisfaction as we age. Is this something you've experienced, feeling like you can't be your true self in certain social situations? Pattern number 3, the time opportunity cost. Have you ever thought about how precious your time has become? Are you spending your retirement years on relationships that don't fulfill you when you could be pursuing hobbies, reflection, or simply enjoying peaceful moments? Could you see yourself being more intentional about how you spend your social energy? If any of these patterns sound familiar to you, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear about your experiences with friendship changes as you've gotten older. Now let me share 3 research-backed alternatives that could transform how you think about relationships after 70. Alternative number 1, embrace self-companionship. Have you considered that learning to truly enjoy your own company might be one of the most valuable skills you can develop? Experts recommend cultivating inner peace through activities like reading, gardening, or quiet reflection. Would you consider setting aside time each day just for yourself without any social obligations? Alternative number 2, practice selective socializing. Instead of trying to maintain every friendship, what if you focused only on the relationships that genuinely energize and fulfill you? Research shows that older adults who prioritize meaningful connections over numerous ones report higher life satisfaction. Could you try identifying which relationships in your life truly add value and which ones might be draining your energy? Alternative number 3, release the guilt. Have you been carrying guilt about wanting to step back from certain friendships? Psychological studies indicate that letting go of relationships that no longer serve you is actually a healthy part of aging and personal growth. Are you ready to give yourself permission to prioritize your own emotional well-being? Studies in gerontology, the study of aging, show that older adults naturally undergo what's called socioemotional selectivity. This means you instinctively become more selective about relationships as you recognize that time is precious. This isn't antisocial behavior, it's emotional wisdom in action. Do you notice that you've become more discerning about how you spend your time and with whom? Here are 3 gentle changes you could consider making. First, audit your social calendar. Could you look at your upcoming social commitments and ask yourself, which of these truly brings me joy? Second, create boundaries. Would you consider politely declining invitations that feel more like obligations than opportunities for genuine connection? Third, invest in yourself. Have you tried dedicating time to activities that fulfill you individually? Whether that's reading, crafts, nature walks, or spiritual practices. Are you worried about seeming antisocial or hurting others' feelings? Remember, choosing quality over quantity in relationships is actually a sign of emotional maturity and self-awareness. You can still be kind and caring while being more selective about your social energy. Have you considered that by being more authentic in your choices, you might actually deepen the relationships that truly matter to you? Here's what I want you to remember. True happiness after 70 isn't about having more people in your life. It's about having more peace in your heart. Letting go of draining relationships isn't a loss, it's liberation. Your emotional well-being and inner peace are just as valuable as any social connection. If you're still with me and this message resonated with you, please hit that like button and subscribe for more gentle, research-backed advice for living your best life after 70. Comment more peace below if you're ready to prioritize your emotional well-being. Let's support each other in choosing authenticity and inner fulfillment over social obligations. Remember, you've earned the right to be selective about how you spend your precious time and energy. Redefining your social priorities isn't a sign of failure. It's a sign of wisdom and personal evolution. At any age, but especially now, your choices matter, and positive change is always possible. You deserve relationships that energize you, time that fulfills you, and the peace that comes from living authentically. Here's to your journey toward greater emotional freedom and genuine contentment.